I forgot the king was blocking my escape. Okay, we will play my knight move instead of... okay, and then he goes with c4. Well, just goes to show you can't get what you want. I'm going to play the Blumenfeld counter gambit. The idea is he takes this pawn, you take this pawn, and you get a big presence in the center. That's not so usual. Okay. I think this should be all right. Let's get castled. Tommy Curbelo. Well, anyway, the lesson of that last game was I should have kept my eyes open and noticed the fork. Noticed that fork and played it before things got out of hand. So we can pin this guy. Okay, we can get some pressure on this pawn. Let's see how he defends it. He can just develop his knight. But now that blocks his bishop, so I like this okay. Let's get the rook here and then maybe push this pawn forward. Okay, so he is going to... He's defending this with the pawn. If I bring my knight here to here, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, let's start with rook here. Something like this. Or maybe I even put the bishop here. Knight here, bishop here, and then when the knight goes here, it's well supported. I suppose bishop here directly attacks this pawn too. That's an idea. So he went there. Yeah, let's... oh, now if I attack the pawn... Okay, well, anyway, yeah. Purpose of putting the bishop there was to trade it off anyway. Okay, so now I take here... And when he takes back, I take this knight, right? Just the old discovered attack. And not only that, depending on how he takes back, I may get an attack on his queen too. Yeah, so should I take the knight first or take this knight first? I think I should take here first. So, here. So I got my gambit pawn back. Yeah, let's shut down his bishop on the long diagonal. This pawn is pinned, of course, but if he takes, I can take back with the queen. If he doesn't take, I can take, or if he moves it, I take the rook. So this is all good, I think. Yeah, now I can start going after this pawn. It's a weak pawn. It's also a rook here. So yeah, I was sort of expecting him just to take my rook, but he does that instead. So I can take this pawn. And there's now a check against his king here. My back rank is, I've got to be careful, but this is guarding the back rank still. Yeah, he can do that. Now I have to be careful. But just going here should be sufficient, right? I guess he can take this pawn. He did it. Okay, so should I do the check first or should I just move my rook? Well, the check is going to be there. Let's just move the rook out of the way. So yeah, 5 to 5, pawns are still even. Let's do the check. Well, if I trade, I don't really need to trade. Let's see how he defends his pawns here. Thinking, I want to put this rook here and start pushing these guys forward. So if he chases my queen over to here somehow, be defending here. I guess he can always play pawn up, huh? Okay, let's try and catch this guy. Okay, looks like I need to defend here. Yeah, he pushed that pawn right up the board. Of course, you should always push a passed pawn, as they say. So I take here with the rook. He can trade queens, or he can trade rooks, but I still get the pawn. So I decided to keep the queens on, not a bad choice. And he wants to hold on to, yeah, I want to hold on to these pawns. He wants to attack them. Okay, so now I can start moving these guys forward. Okay, he's going to give me a check, I guess. Yeah, so let's push this pawn. Want to get the rook up here. Your opponent offers a draw. I don't think so. Okie doke. Yeah, so he let me win on time, but I think he meant to resign, right? That was just another way to resign. This is certainly winning. If we put this on the board here, yeah, -7. I was wondering a little bit if he could have done better here. When I checked him, yeah, what if he started running with this king? Stopped me. Okay, well, I can pick up another pawn here. I guess this is going to be good enough, the 2 extra pawns. With 1 extra pawn, it's kind of hard to win some of these rook and pawn endgames, but this should probably be good enough. Okay, that's nice to get a win. Let's see if we can get another game. Okay, d4. We got another London system player or another c4. Oh, possible London system. Maybe just a Kala system or something like that. Nope, this is a, it's going to be the same as the last one. Blumenfeld Gambit. Let's see if he accepts it. So far, so good. Say that, yeah, the way to accept the gambit is to take here first and then take here. This guy is playing the same as the last guy. Or did I get the same guy again? Maybe this time I'll hold on to the pawn. I just have to play a6 when he plays d3, e3, or knight c3. Just hold on to this queen side. Put the bishop here. Pressure on this guy. The other idea is fianchetto the bishop here along this long diagonal. This looks good. So he goes immediately for the pin. Let's unpin. Okay, now let's hold on to this pawn this time. I gave him the chance to take the gambit pawn. He declined. So we will just take it from there. So then I could do knight here to here and bishop to here. I'd have 3 pieces attacking here. Of course, he can just play e4 at any time to defend it. Actually, can I play knight takes? Knight takes here. No, I can't right away. There's like a trick, because if he takes the bishop, I can take back with the knight. If he takes the knight, I can take the bishop. But he might take with the queen hitting my rook. So let's eliminate that possibility. And now this is actually a real threat. Well, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday wherever you are. I can still do that, because no matter how he takes, I can take his bishop, and if he takes my bishop first, then I can take back with the knight. Okay, so what, just get castled? Let's get this knight into the game first. So knight here, if he takes, then I'll get a pawn here, which is okay. I'll still have the bishop hitting this. Rook defending my queen. I could go knight here first, and then when I put the knight there, it's defended by the other knight. Yeah, let's go ahead and castle. So he wanted to get his knight to a good square. Makes sense. Let's put my knight on a good square too. So he decided to have the bishop there. Here, let's defend this with the rook. I want to move this knight away, maybe take this knight off the board. Could go here. Knight takes, bishop takes. Yeah, I guess I just lose something if I do that. Yeah, maybe I'm too overthinking this a little bit. Now, let's go here. Change my mind. I can wander around like this with my knight. Let's see, what can he do? I think these squares are covered, so this knight is not causing trouble yet. Okay, he's just playing a waiting move. So that momentarily undefends this pawn, but nothing is attacking it. You can't really move this with tempo. So I went there, finally. Oh, well, so now I could take back with the knight. Or the rook. Let's see. So I think his idea is I take with the knight, he will play f4. And I could just drop back. I'll go here. f4, knight g6 hits the f pawn, so kind of gains a tempo there. So he defended with the queen. Yeah, this is looking like what I wanted. Just take here. Take here. And then just bring a rook to the center. Maybe queen here. Yeah, that's more active. And also defends here, so if he takes, it doesn't mess up my pawns. It does mean I can't put rook here, which I kind of want to do, but it's okay, I guess. And I am threatening here. And if he pushes it, the knight can go to here. It's also knight here to here. To there. Or queen here. So he decided to get rid of my nasty knight. Also got my queen off that diagonal there. I think maybe, yeah, just king here and rook here would do it. Okay, so now I can check and take this pawn. And pretty safe endgame for me, it looks like. So let's just prepare to push these pawns here. Okay, he's got the check here. If I step here with the queen, he checks. I step up with my king, he could come back here. So let's go this way. If he checks, I'll go up here. Okay, he went there. That was my idea. I could get this pawn here in time to defend my passed pawn. Okay, and then this should terminate it all. Yeah, I was going to get a winning situation one way or another. And he resigned. He can never take these pawns. King goes back here, this one queens. So he's frozen over here, holding these back, and I can just mop up the other pawns. So pretty straightforward end game. Here, let's get another game. Okay, let's try c4. Okay, I'm going with the standard setup here. I guess I will take. That's what you play the pawn on c4 for, is to take, and then put the bishop here. So if he kicks my knight, I can actually go here. So I've got like a dragon setup here. Now's the tricky part. If I move my knight here, he can push, and I move my knight here, the bishop is no longer defending it, so he can trade and mess up my center pawn. So I don't really want that. But how do I avoid it? I guess I can play e3 and knight e2. Or I could leave the pawns as they are and put the knight here. The idea of going to f4. Ah, I took it. Okay. It's quick development. So I could play e4 at any time. But is it a good move yet? I think let's push some pawns on the queen side. He put the bishop here pointing at his king. Yeah, I hadn't really prevented him from playing d4. So he can still do that. Well, I'll deal with it when it happens, I guess. Now there's the idea of going here to here. This could turn into a minority attack where you advance these minority of pawns against his queenside majority, maybe create a weakness here on c6. That's a possibility in this position. Ah, so he looks to dissolve the weakness right away. That's interesting. He's taking on a isolated pawn, though. I wonder if he can. This is a loose piece here, so there may be some tactic here I'm not seeing, but I was thinking he could come back here, blockade this pawn, and then I could start attacking it. Oh, this is a loose piece here too. Maybe I should have looked for a better discovery. But if I took the pawn, let's see, you could take with the queen defending the bishop, so maybe there was no better discovery. He stepped back. Okay, so I could take his bishop now. Yeah, let's put the bishop back on this good diagonal. See, I take and then take, but then he gets the knight at the end. But I could do the same thing now. I take this knight. If he takes back with the pawn, his king side is messed up. If he takes back with the queen, I get the center pawn, right? So he went for the messed up queen side. Okay, so let's put a rook here so my queen is free to move about. If he pushes this pawn, I can grab the b pawn over here. Yeah, so he moved that away first. Now, bring my queen here. This pawn was hanging. It was hanging. It's true. Ah, so he wants to hold on to the pawn where it is. I have an idea. If he takes, then I'll have one pawn holding back two, and I can go after his various pawn weaknesses. And if he doesn't take, then I gain the ability to come in over here. Maybe attack this pawn next. So he took. Okay, so he immediately pushed. So I attack here. And I can bring the other rook out. I do have to worry about my back rank maybe a little bit until the bishop leaves that hidey hole there. Yeah. So here. And here. Can't push it because I take the rook. Can't defend it. Let's see, so if I take with the rook first, he takes the bishop, I take the rook. So I can take once. Then if he takes, then I have to take with the bishop. It's a bit annoying. I take with this rook. He takes the bishop, I take the rook. So he takes the rook, then I can take back with the rook. Yeah. Okay, it took me a while to figure that out. I was thinking of taking with the other rook, but then it left him with a pin. I didn't want to be caught in a pin at the end of all that. But now I can take with the bishop and there is no pin. So he's going to... Here, let's step up with my king first. I can't immediately attack my rook. Okay, so now it'll be safe for me to unpin. Or not. It's not really pinned, but it'll be safe for me to move my bishop here. Can go here with check and take my bishop, I don't mind. My idea was to step up here and take his pawn. Got to turn this pawn majority into a passed pawn somehow. There was also, yeah, rook here. Threatening this. Let's chase his knight away from that square. Okay. This should be straightforward. Ah, he wants to go here or win this pawn. Let's see. Okay, let's drop back. He takes en passant. I take back with the king, yeah, defending this pawn. So it's all good. And I have this outside passed pawn now. Yeah, maybe that wasn't so great. Maybe I should have opposed his rook. Because he can push this pawn. But he went that way. Okay, so what I was thinking was, let's just push here. Now, yeah, we're getting into a difficult situation, huh? Has to move something. So now I could step here. King steps back, huh? I can take this pawn. Has to give up something. Check and then take the rook. I guess I should just do it. I'm running low on time. I think this is a winning endgame. Because I have the passed pawn here. Yeah, I nearly ran out of time there. That was good. Good that I got that. Started speeding up my moves. So yeah, he can't win this, right? He moves away, I'll take his pawn. If he doesn't move away, I'll queen this pawn, so. He let his time run out, but yeah, no way to win. Let's get somebody new. Back to e4, I think. Okay, I get a classic response, e4, e5. Is going to defend with the knight. I'll play a Ruy Lopez. And he plays the early bishop c5. Let's see. I think this is a case where you could take here. He takes and then fork. Let's try it. So if I take the bishop, then queen takes here. Looks pretty embarrassing. If I take the knight, then queen or bishop takes there. Looks good enough. So that means I have to take the bishop. He can take here with check. And I block with the queen. Maybe I couldn't play that. I'll see. I guess it's all even, but usually white wants a little more out of the opening than just even. I think it's a little dangerous for him to take this pawn, because I do have this check here. Take the rook with check and then save the rook. Take the knight with check and then save the rook if he plays. Queen takes pawn. So he just trades. And let's see, I have the bishop pair and the material is even. 4 to 4 and 3 to 3. Okay, neither knight can move with check, so let's develop with tempo. See if I can use my pieces to dominate the center of the board here. I do get to win a pawn here. Okay, let's get this rook out. So when he checks me, I can just step back. Yeah, it looks like he wants to play with the attacking pieces here. He's got a check there and there. Both of them I can just walk away from. Or I can take the knight. Yeah, that check there. I mean, I could have traded first, but he gets the other knight there with check. I still have to come back and defend this pawn. Okay, so let's develop. Now, why is he doing that? Is there a trick? Okay, he doesn't see any tricks. He's just doing that. Okay. Yeah, let's put my bishop back here. I kind of like that square for the bishop. It's defended, puts pressure on his knight. I can now distract this knight and then take this one, right? Okay, he's going to set up some kind of trick here, right? He's got a double check. Or discovered check, but it looks like all my pieces are defended, so I think I'm okay here. It's always dangerous to walk into a double check. These double checks are here and here, but then I can just step back. Close but no mate. Okay, let's bring this rook out. Bring the bishop out. Chase that rook away. He wants to go there. Yeah, let's... oh no, that doesn't work. Just go there, I guess. Okay, he is threatening me. Let's make some space to escape into. Yeah, that's a good move. I was probably a little too slack in my last move here. I go here. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to get out of this okay. We'll see. So he likes that. I could just take. And then let's get rid of this rook. And then we will, oh, I can't take there. I want to take there. Guess I can go here. And yeah, let's put some pressure on that bishop, see what it wants to do. Okay, let's chase this king around a bit then. And black resigned. Okay, yeah, this was not, we can go to the analysis board. I was thinking of playing rook here. Okay, a top move. King up here. Then I could check and take the bishop. Yeah, it likes that too. And yeah, it's just nothing happening here. My king is safe, so I don't think he ever had anything going there. Okay, looks like there's time for another game here. Let's get another one.